So, in Hollow Knight Silksong, you can get yourself maps, you can get something called a Quill, and the Quill is going to show you the areas you've discovered and the ones you haven't. So there'll be like an outline for the ones you haven't, and it'll be filled in if you have. And then you can also get your hands on like bench markers, you can get pins that you can place on the map yourself, or like markers or tags, whatever you want to call them. And you can also get a compass, which will show you exactly where you are on the map. And in order to do this for the first two maps, which are Mosslands and the Marrow, what you want to do is from the very beginning of the game, if you just make your way all the way through the Mosslands, so you're basically heading all the way to the left-hand side, going up the jumping platforms, going all the way right, you'll then come to this sort of doorway, you go through it, and that's going to put you into the Marrow. You'll know when you're in the Marrow because all of the moss will have disappeared. And then all you want to do when you are there is just keep heading up and left as much as you can. So you're going to have to at first go right so that you can gain access to some verticality. But the moment you get that opportunity to go up and then start going left again, you want to take it. And eventually you'll come to this area where there's like a metal involved in the map. So it's not just your like standard map. I don't know how to say it so that it makes more sense than that. You've basically got what I'm going to say is a bony background. When you're in the Mosslands, it's covered in moss. But in the area you need to be in, there's going to be like a metal in the background with its sort of like bony background, if that makes any sense at all. But when you get to this area, you'll know you're on the right track. And as you carry on heading to the left, you are going to hear some singing. And what you want to do is go to the direction of that voice. You want to make it to that voice because that is Chakra, the merchant, who is going to sell you these items. Then what you have to do is get your hands on rosaries, which are the currency you can use in that shop. And this isn't too difficult. All you need to do, you should have some rosaries by the time you make it to the shop. Probably not enough to get your hands on anything, or you might be able to buy one map. Possibly both maps, or the map and a quill, or something like that. But all you want to do from here is go up and left. Just keep going up and left until you get back to the mossy area, because you'll eventually come across this place called Moss Home, and when you are here, the enemies you kill are going to drop rosaries. So you can essentially just farm the area over and over again until you have enough rosaries to buy everything from the shop, which is exactly what I did. So you'll be able to get your hands on not only the Mosslands and the Marrow maps, you'll get the Quill so that it updates you on where you've been and where you haven't, some markers and stuff to help you out with locations on the maps, and then the compass, which is going to actually pinpoint exactly where you are on the map. So that is exactly how to get the map, the compass, the Quill, and some other goodies from a merchant in Hollow Knight Silksong. And we are going to leave that video there. I will see you guys in the next one.